cargo, everything. Done. Roger, all clear forward.
Bridge up. Bring lines on.
Roger, all clear up.
Welcome on board. We have just finished cargo and we are going to depart shortly. We'll have pilot on board. This video we are going to talk about berthing and unberthing. Berthing is when we come alongside. Out at sea we are going at full ahead, full speed. When we start approaching the port, we start reducing the ship's speed from full ahead to half ahead, slow ahead, dead slow ahead, and so on. Then we have pilot who comes on board, who is expert in local area. He helps the captain in the port area because he has a better information. So with his help and with the help of tugs, we come alongside a berth. That is called berthing. Ship does all its operation related to cargo, stores, bunkering, provisions, etc, etc, and then the ship departs. We have mooring lines to make fast the ship upon berthing. Same mooring lines are cast off for unberthing. Unberthing when the ship is departing a port after cargo operations, and berthing is when the ship is coming from sea to a port in order to perform her operations. Prior arrival and departure, main engines are tested ahead and astern along with steering and all other bridge equipments. Main engine testing at berth is normally done by master himself because it has to be done very carefully when the gangway and everything is clear. Short kicks. We'll talk about berthing first. Before berthing operations, it's important to understand what are the forces acting on a ship for which we make fast so many mooring lines in different directions. These forces are wind, current, tide, surges from passing ships, waves, swell, sometimes it can be ice in ice areas, changes in draft, trim and list of the vessel. Crew prepare lines. We make fast the tugs, one forward, one aft, sometimes using tug line or ship line, that depends. Forward, we have two stations, forward and aft station. Forward crew take care of the forward mooring lines and aft crew take care of the aft mooring lines. Before that they lay out some extra ropes on the deck in order to pass to shore people. Sometimes it is passed on a mooring boat, sometimes it is passed using heaving line. Normal standard mooring pattern is 2 plus 2 plus 2, that is 2 spring lines, 2 breast lines, 2 headlines and 2 stern lines. What are these lines? Let me explain you. Spring lines are normally passed first, and spring line prevents forward and aft movement of the ship alongside jetty. 2 headlines, 2 breast line, 2 spring lines forward and 2 spring line, 2 breast line, 2 stern line aft. Spring lines will prevent forward and aft movement of the ship. Breast lines will prevent vessel from going away from the jetty, and headline and stern line will prevent vessel's swaying movement. It also acts like a combination of breast line and spring line. Berthing is one of the most dangerous operations on a ship. Must be done in a planned and organized way. We should never hurry up in mooring operations. Master must keep his cool and ensure that he passes his order in a calm way to all the crew working on forward and aft stations. If you shout and panic, that can result in a very disastrous accident and incidents during mooring operations. First lines will be spring, forward and aft, followed by breast lines, forward and aft, and lastly will be headline for forward and stern lines for aft. These kind of operations normally are done within 1 hour, but it depends, different places, different conditions. Here we can see almost all lines are done and vessel is about to be all fast. Tugs continue to push till all lines are fast. Once that is done, tugs are cast off. Once the vessel is all fast, she will carry out her operations. If it's a tanker, discharging, loading cargo, containers, same discharging or loading containers. Bulk carrier, discharge in bulk and also load sometimes by loader. All these operations, crew change, stores, provisions, maintenance, etc., etc. will be done, and then the ship will unberth. For unberthing, should we just reverse this video? That will not be wrong, because for unberthing, that is exactly what is done, reverse of berthing. But we will see actual unberthing here. Unberthing again, first the tugs will be made fast and they will continue to push till the time vessel is all clear. Now the crew will be standby on headlines and stern lines. Crew will slack lines and shore will cast them off. Crew has to just pick them up back on the drum. After headline stern lines, it will be breast line which will be cast off in a similar way, followed by lastly will be the spring lines. What I am telling is standard, that is not true for every port and every berth and every situation, depending upon currents, tide, wind, etc. etc. These things continue to change. In this situation, as you can see, breast lines were the last lines which were cast off from forward and aft. Forward and aft stations and officers are standby till the ship is clear of all dangers. Normally cases like this, when you have to make a turn, we keep a check on forward and aft clearances in order to ensure that vessel is always safe and doesn't run aground. Never leave your stations for any other work unless you are told to do so from bridge. Once the vessel leaves the berth, pilot continues to be on board till the pilot station. When we are about to reach pilot station, pilot will explain all the navigation safety to the master. He will hand over the con and he will get down in his boat, and then the ship will sail to sea. Hope you guys like this video. If you like this video, please hit the like button and do not forget to subscribe to Shipsailorsunil. Bon voyage, happy sailing, and Jai Hind.